I want to have a talk with you, with my 10 subscribers. Hello, this is my 5th video on my channel, and I haven't done a book recommendations video. Why did you let me
get away with that?
I've kind of prepared a late night show monologue in my head, but I didn't say it in front of the camera while filming this, so I'm gonna explain this video. So this is books from foreign author series. So as we all know, the horror, not just the horror genre, it encompasses a lot of white people. So this series will not only be non-American, it'll also involve authors from minority, black authors, Hispanic authors, any authors that's in the minority. Okay? And also a disclaimer, this isn't a stereotype on Eboys, skater boys, I'm just filling myself with my golden snitch bracelet. So yeah, back to the video. Yo, it's Gio, and today I'm gonna be recommending horror and thriller books from 3 foreign authors. This is much comfortable for me. Excuse the background there, just don't mind that. Today our authors come from the Netherlands and 2 authors from Japan. So we're gonna start with the weakest to strongest, the ones I like least to the ones I like the most. Okay, so first let's start off with Another by Yukito Ayatsuji. So we follow Koichi, and he's transferred into this high school called the Yomiyama North Middle School. So we follow Koichi, and he's transferring into Yomiyama North Middle School, and he notices this girl, and he befriends this girl. But for some reason, all of his classmates and all of his teachers doesn't know any girl of that name. I forgot the name. I read this on 2015. This is adapted into an anime. This is a duology, by the way. I finished the first book. Didn't finish the second book because I watched the anime. Let me tell you, this is gore AF. This is one of the most epic death scene I've ever read and I've ever seen. Watch the anime. I would describe it as paranormal, slasher, some mystery, some kind of thriller at the end. So if you're into that, check this book out. I believe this also has some Japanese legends or Japanese folklore. I gave this 3 stars. I believe when I was reading this, it was pretty slow burn at the start, but it picks up eventually. Also, this book has a lot of dolls. If you're into creepy things, creepy dolls, check this one out. The next is Hex by Thomas Olde Heuvelt, and this guy is from the Netherlands. So we follow this town called Black Spring, and in this town there's a witch whose eyes and mouth were sewn shut, and this witch just appears anywhere in the town. She appears on your bedroom, on the bathroom, everywhere you could imagine, at random places, mind you. And once you've settled into this town, once you've lived here, you could never escape this town, ever. And it also mixes that modern technology element on this book. So I like it. This isn't your typical paranormal witch haunted house story. This pretty disturbing too. I took 1 star off this because I didn't like the ending, straight up. Or maybe that was just because I was reading this on the top of a mountain, fearing that I would never come back home. That's another story. I was pretty traumatized while reading this, mainly because it had disturbing elements at the end. And also the fact that I was on top of the mountain. Read this if you like paranormal stuff, witches mainly, disturbing stuff here, really disturbing stuff here. And then yeah, I just like this one because it mixes that more modern technology into the story, which isn't really common on the horror genre. So yeah, 4 stars for this.
That's the chart. That would be amazing.
Next is Confessions by Kanae Minato, and this is one of the best reads I've read last year, and this recommended by Jordaline Reads. Jordaline, not Jordaline. This follows a teacher who's delivering her end of the speech end of this who's delivering her end of the speech who's delivering her end of the term speech to her students because she's retiring, and she talks about this long ass story about kids, about their innocence, and at the end of the story she says, "One of you guys killed my daughter." And when I tell you, it escalates from there. It just does. This is a 5-star read. It's disturbing psychologically. This isn't a horror, this is a thriller. So if you like that psychological thrillers, it has a lot of twists. It's really disturbing. Not in the sense of gore, not in the sense of violence, but psychologically it's pretty disturbing. So check it out if you're into that. There's a movie adaptation on this, but the movie is trash. I mean, it's not trash, it's too artsy. Didn't quite do it for me. So yeah, I think this is it. By the way, I look like a rejected Eboy. My and I think this is it. This is the first video of 3 horror and thriller books from foreign authors. I'm in the process of reading 2 books for part 2 of this. And comment below any horror books or thrillers that is written by foreign authors, mainly in the Philippines. I'm still researching Filipino writers just to represent my country in the horror community. So check out my last video, like this video. What else? I think I'll be uploading a new video next week, so subscribe if you're into that. It's gonna be an art video. Why do I keep pointing a lot? I don't know. Bye.